just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person, obviously. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes him manageable now.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stopping behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take.
The Saints take over.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Carr now on first down, and it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr completes it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Josh Hill.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
36-yard line.
Off of play action. Here's Smith on the move to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Out to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for number
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Smith escaping the pressure right. They'll find Ballore out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Makes the score Saints 7, Seahawks 3.
To chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Carr. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put him in the lead.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Smith on the
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can could just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Geno. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing now is Geno. This is the tight end, Fant. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run here with Dallas. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the...
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans.
Carr's pass complete.
Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
Joey Sly lining up for the...
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
DK Metcalf of the Seattle offense about set to take over once again. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 44, Smith forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
On the ground, it's Dallas. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go on fourth. Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on fourth down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Throwing on second down. Carr. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
And the Saints first down.
To throw his Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Carr will try it again on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And in.
Now Carr again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Now Geno on first down, being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
On the keeper.
Now that'll bring up second down.
Sideline and incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Tossing this out wide to Dallas. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
22 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That would complete to Hill. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll run with Dallas. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Dallas. That's good.
This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
39-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Smith eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now we'll run with Dallas. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Zach Baugh there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 18-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On 1st down, it's Smith. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Flush to his right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
They have a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
21, Saints 17.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Over the middle to Smith. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Shotgun now for Carr. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
22-yard line.
Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
If you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they've got to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, Smith dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, and that's what he's done.
16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. That's complete to his running back, Dallas. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This will be caught just inside the 10. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and that will tie us at 24 all. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Carr. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll fake it. Now Smith steps away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 8.
Smith on first down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, Smith buying time to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 27 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the 50, it's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. More call that a very strong gain of 24.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. To throw again on second down. Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now Smith on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes the field goal team once more. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead.
27, Saints 24.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start out west in the City of Angels with Arizona in town for an NFC West matchup. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. Matthew Stafford has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. The Chargers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And it was the visiting San Francisco 49ers that come in and get the victory. Sam Darnold, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But
he's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
New Orleans.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Card out of throw. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got a great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Is good. That ties the game at 27.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
25-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. He'll find Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Another run. Again, it's Dallas. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
1st and 10.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A shotgun snap for Smith, forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Geno Smith, sack.
Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
Makes the score Seahawks 30, Saints 27.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Over the middle, complete. That's Smith.
Complete.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it? I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Once again, it's Dallas. And this will... be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On the give, this is Dallas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run this with Homer. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's good.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll try the air now with Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
Smith's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 38-yard line.
Smith now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
On third down, here's Dallas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is down deep in his... Big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10, and we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. He'll buy some time right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That one complete to Hill. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 5 yards to go.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And 8 yards.
8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Again, it's Carr. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Carr's pass. Complete.
Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. He got 29 yards that time. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. He'll try and run it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Saints 42. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
A gain of 15.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play.
but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. The Saints on third down. They're hitting it just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. On the handoff, it's Dallas. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Smith's pass.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you can...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Leonard Williams just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st down, New Orleans.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Saints on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. Here it's 3rd and 3. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Saints first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Point is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 46.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith on the move to his left. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
On the keeper.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10, Smith again, dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
50-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Smith. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's back to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now it's Smith. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Smith. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Seahawks, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.